Hello everyone, this is Adnan Ahmed and today I'll be presenting my MI student project on data analytics using Python. So moving forward for task 1, as we need some data to do the data analytics, so we were given the auto CSV file to do our data analytics. So first of all, to use that, we have to download it in our Python environment wherever we're doing our work. So as you can see, I have downloaded my auto CSV file here. And for saving it under the pandas data frame, we first have to import the pandas data frame using this instruction import pandas as PD. After that, we need to add a variable under which we will be doing our further job. So as you can see, I have used AutoDF to save my file. After that, you can see that we were instructed that display the first few rows to confirm successful loading, for which I have used autodf.head. So here we can see the first 5 columns have been shown here. As here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, moving forward to task 2. The task 2 is about describing the dataset. So as the brief description, the auto dataset is a well-known dataset from the book An Introduction to Statistical Learning. It contains information on 392 automobiles sold in the United States during the late 1970s and early 1980s. The dataset includes variables such as miles per gallon (mpg), which you might have been confused before what mpg is denoted above. Also, the number of cylinders, engine displacement, horsepower, vehicle weight, acceleration, model year, origin, and car names. So in terms of the summary description, originally this dataset was compiled to study the relationship between fuel efficiency and various automobile characteristics. It is widely used in data analysis, machine learning, and statistic courses for practicing data exploration, visualization, and predictive modeling. So finally, in a one-line summary, this dataset is often used for regression analysis, particularly to predict fuel efficiency based on a car's technical specification. So moving forward, in terms of task 3 was quite interesting. We were asked to explore the dataset using multiple Python commands. So let's see what I have done. First of all, you can see multiple codes have been written here. So first of all, the shape of the dataset, and then number of rows, number of columns, number of first 5 rows, last 5 rows, and it goes on to data type of the dataset, summary statistics, structure of the dataset, column names, frequency table for origin, unique values of origin, unique values of cylinders, and let's see what we get after running the codes. So here it is. You can see all the data are here. So let me show you some specifically. So if you remember, the first code was about the shape 397 by 9. So this shows that we have 397 rows and 9 columns, and a brief description is also given below. And you can see the first 5 rows are here, origin, the last 5 rows, origin, and many more statistics are also there. So this is how we have done the exploration of the dataset. After that, for task 4, we're asked to handle the missing values. So first of all, we have to identify the missing values, for which we have used this code autodf is null and some. So for horsepower, there are some figures with question marks. So through this, we have identified the missing values. After that, we have to convert the horsepower to numeric values. So numeric is denoted by int64. So using this code, we have replaced with NaN and imported. Oh, also we have to import NumPy to do this action. And here you can see that we have done our data type conversion. After that, we have to calculate the mean of horsepower because it was instructed before. So the horsepower mean is here, and here it is 104.46, and it's a huge number. After that, we are to replace the missing values with mean. So here through this code, replacing missing values with AutoDF horsepower, and we have to fill it up with the horsepower means, and through in place using true, this is how we changed it. And finally, through verification of no missing values remain, we have used this to do so. Continuing forward, for task 5, data manipulation using pandas. So first of all, we have to select a specific column, select required columns, and view first rows. So as this was the first part of the task 5, so here we have selected those MPG, horsepower, weight, and year with the head column, and as there's nothing written in between the brackets of the head, so we have automatically gotten the first five rows. After that, we have to filter the rows, and here we've written a pretty long code. So filtering helps isolate specific groups of cars based on performance, year, or origin for targeted analysis. And here's output, quite a huge output. After that, we have to sort it out. So using the sort values function, we have done the sorting, and finally creating new columns through this code using rounding up, we have created the new columns. After that, we have to record the origin column. So here it is. We have written 1 for American, 2 for European, 3 for Japanese, and here this is how our origin column is fixed up. That's all for task 5. Then for task 6, we have to summarize the data using group by. So for this, we have to find the mean MPG by cylinders first. So here it is, MPG for AutoDF.group by, and here how we have found the mean MPG for the following. After that, the average horsepower by origin is also found using the code as shown here. Then this is how we have done it using group by, a quite useful function in Python. After that, for task 7, it is string manipulation. We have done data manipulation before, now it's string manipulation and summarization. So we have written the code here. First of all, we have to extract brand from name column. So using this brand, we have equals to name, and then here it is. As you can see, for the first 5 ones, we have found out that Chevrolet, the brand name is Chevrolet, and the other one, so the last one is Ford. After that, group and count functions. So here, this shows how many cars belong to each brand, helping identify the most common manufacturers. After that, correcting the obvious misspellings. As you can see, Toyota is spelling Toyouta. That's funny. So we have to correct those misspellings like this, as Mazda was written Maxda. So accordingly, we have done that. After that, we have to recount after cleaning, as we have done the cleaning. So here's the process how we have done it, and here's the output. Finally, we have saved this file as a new name, autodf02.csv. Moving forward, indexing and slicing. So first, using the lock function. So lock function is quite easy. It works just using the name of each columns, and here it is with the outputs. But ilock is a bit different, though the names are similar. Here you have to use the numbers of the column and rows to do the actions accordingly. And here's the output. In task 9, this is quite fun and quite interesting to watch. We have to draw a scatter. We have to create a scatter plot, and it's quite fun to do it. As you can see that we have used the matplotlib function. First of all, we have to import the matplotlib.pyplot as plot.plt, and then using our instructions, we have created this amazing scatter diagram. Here it is. After that, we were asked to create a box plot for MPG across cylinders. Here it is. We have done similarly using giving the axis information, the subtitle, X label, Y label, and many more using the matplotlib package. Here it is, a perfect diagram. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you have found this very interesting and got to know a lot of new things. Thank you so much.